Take a look at this.
Good luck out there. Don't come back empty-handed.
Show him how Ifreed's crew can sail!
The map's really getting filled out now.
You seem really happy, Laphicet. Yeah, you just had a big old grin on your face.
Well, yeah, of course. Surely even you have some times when you can't help but smile. Right, Velvet?
I never thought about it. You know, I guess I do. Like when I managed to get the kitchen and the dishes sparkling and spotless.
Oh, I know that feeling. I feel that way when I get the bathtub scrubbed so clean that it's as good as new.
Definitely. Oh, and when I finish hanging a huge load of laundry out to dry on a beautiful sunny day.
Could you not compare this to doing chores?
The scouting vessel just contacted us. They say they found Terror Island.
Terror Island? What kind of place is that?
Eisen was talking about it earlier. It apparently moves around.
It's the damnedest thing. Legends say it's roamed the outer seas since time immemorial. They say it absorbs power from all of existence.
That sounds like it might be connected to Inominat.
We won't know anything more until we go there ourselves. First, we should join up with the crew at the docks in Isolt.
Show you the beauty of my spearworm. The path to victory he is!
Left!
Woo! It's a biggie! This fight is over!
Woo! It's a biggie! Check out the height on that one!
I bet I could take it down in 3 swipes.
3? More like 1,000, I bet. This isn't the time to be kidding around, you guys.
I'm not kidding here.
Dear police! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fight in order! Make us on a cap! Here it No mercy! Wounds I won't shoot!
Did you think you could escape me?
We won.
I wasn't good enough.
What do you mean? That demon was really strong.
I don't mean the demon. I mean me. If Shigure were here, he'd have sliced it clean in half.
But you use shorter dual blades rather than just one bigger one like him, so of course...
No. He'd have done it with a shorter blade, too.
You can't be serious.
He's right. I think Shigure might really be capable of that.
Yeah. He's done it before.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't mind. You want to know more about my clan?
Yeah.
Well, as the eldest son, Shigure became head of the clan and ran things for a while. But 3 years ago, a rumor started floating around that he was planning an insurrection, and our lord immediately called for his execution.
Sounds like he doesn't waste any time.
Shigure never particularly cared about our lord to begin with. All he ever respected was personal strength.
Then did your lord send you to do the job?
Yeah. The only thing that can take down a Rangetsu swordsman is another Rangetsu swordsman. I thought I could handle it. I knew his every trick and had the time and place all planned out. But when it happened...
You got your ass beat.
Yeah. He made a fool out of me. I came at him with a greatsword, and he just used a small one. All the training I'd done, I couldn't land a hit on him.
A rude awakening if there ever was one.
Damn straight. I couldn't deny it. Shigure cast aside my greatsword and just laughed. Train harder, he told me. I was so frustrated by my weakness, my inexperience. So much so that I wanted to end my own life. So much so that I turned into a demon.
Rokuro.
In the end, Shigure escaped, and I was arrested for failing to perform my duty and sent to the prison island.
And the rest, as they say?
So you regret not being able to kill your brother?
I know it sounds crazy, but that's just who I am.
I'm not here to judge you. I'm just using you for my own purposes. As long as you fight my enemies, that's all that matters.
That's the plan. That's what I do best as a demon.
Good luck out there.
Show him how.
That definitely looks like an Earth Pulse entrance.
I don't sense Inominaut here.
We still need to be careful. We might have ousted him from the Earth Pulses, but the 4 Empyreans are in play now.
If we want to learn anything useful, we'll need to go inside. Be ready for anything. I have no idea how this'll
Woo! It's a biggie!
here!
With that, the oath is now formed.
Ceres, take heed. I've now embedded a portion of the art formula within your corporeal form. Over the next several months, it should take hold and crystallize using the power of the oath.
The art you'll use to control the power my body has accumulated?
That is correct. Brunhild, the Sorcerer's Ring. It is an art that was lost long, long ago on this continent. Reviving it requires considerable investment.
So that is why you tied the oath to my life force. The formula will only be completed once I've died.
Do you have something to say?
No. I understand that this is a necessary step in order to realize Armatization and bring Innominat under your control. And even though Siegfried possesses a similar power, Lord Melchior has yet to successfully locate the device. Knowing that, our research must be accelerated. That is the only reasonable way.
Then you understand. From here on, you are to focus on completing the Sorcerer's Ring.
As you say.
I trust you're not having any second thoughts about this?
She's a Moloch. Here to serve and nothing more. And today she's proved herself quite loyal.
Yes. I am Ceres. I am your Moloch. I am simply a tool for you to fulfill your ideals.
So Ceres took her oath to make Armatization possible.
But what a heavy price to make her pay.
And Artorias did it knowing that she was his reincarnated wife. Oh, who am I to talk? There was a time not long ago when I'd have done the same thing.
Regardless, things are now starting to come together. What happened to Ceres and to Eifried and Siegfried? It's all related. This all occurred so Artorias could armatize with Innominat and control him.
And then Velvet ended up devouring that power and making herself public enemy #1. How deliciously ironic.
No, Ceres knew what was going on, and she still...
But the Abbey has secured Siegfried's formula, and they're almost certainly using it to complete Innominat's Armatus.
Let's keep going, Velvet.
Yeah, we've come too far to turn back now. I'll see this through to the end.
It's been a full century since Midgand reunited the fractured land. In that time, we've enjoyed a blissful era of peace and prosperity. But the world has also seen its faith and moral purity slowly decay, only to be supplanted by deep, profound sin. Things have gotten so bad that nobody has even realized that the Four Empyreans now slumber. I'm entirely certain that demons will only become ever more rampant. And yet I'm powerless to stop it.
Empyreans? Demons? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to hear me grumble. You've already done so much for me.
It's fine, really. You've seen so much of the world. Things that I never even knew existed.
Yes. I've seen mountains spew flame and lands covered in ice. I've crossed stormy seas and ravines deeper than the eye can see.
That's so amazing. Weren't you ever frightened?
Of course. We are nothing in the face of nature. It takes so little for a person to lose their life out in the wilds. But in spite of the terror, those seas, the mountains, the forests, the deserts, they're absolutely breathtaking. And even in the harshest of climes, people still find a way to live there and carve out something resembling a home.
I think I understand you now.
How do you mean?
I can tell you really love this world. Not just that, but all the people who live in it, too.
The world and its people. Do you really think so?
I'm sure of it. Just remember that you are one of those people too, you know? You really should try to take care of yourself a little more.
But I can't do anything right. How could I possibly learn to like myself?
I believe in you, Arthur. I mean, my family and I are already quite fond of you just the way you are, no matter your faults.
Thank you, Celica.
That was Velvet's sister and Artorias.
That's how I remember Celica. And him, too.
I see.
Lord Artorias.
Eleanor, I know that the exorcists believe from the bottom of their hearts that their work will save everyone.
Perhaps. But that won't stop you from fighting them, will it?
No, it won't.
Isn't ignorance bliss? Should we really keep digging up the past like this?
Velvet's never been one to pick the easy road.
What's wrong, kiddo?
I was just thinking, the Earthen Historia is supposed to be a vast record of world history. It could show us anything. So why does it only ever focus on events related to Velvet's life?
Perhaps it's reacting to her presence. Or maybe, since this place used to be Innominat's vessel, his power is still influencing what we're seeing.
If that were true, shouldn't you be able to control the Earthen Historia, kiddo? You're supposed to be part of Innominat. Think of all the juicy secrets we could dig out of the past. Oh, I'm getting pins and needles.
I'm not so sure. Having that much access might be frightening. Some things aren't so fun to learn about. I can fight too! I did good, didn't I?
I'll end this quickly.
Where's my enemy? Lightning, rain down! Fast track! We gotta get out of here!
I hear that you've finally gotten your assignment. Have they given you a name yet?
Malak number 2.
That isn't your name.
Huh?
You don't remember anything, do you? But of course you don't. You died before you were even born. But my memories, they came back. And these memories, they torment me. I can never replace them. And I can't undo them.
I don't really understand.
You don't have to. Just know that I was happier before my memories and free will reawakened. If I had one wish, I'd wish that you stay the way you are.
You're going?
I'm about to free someone who can kill the strongest Empyrean and the head exorcist. I suppose you could call it revenge. Against myself and against my past. Goodbye. Please, find it in your heart to forgive your mother when she failed to protect you.
Wait, what? How'd we get here? This is the prison island!
Probably by an Earth pulse warp. I'll have to send for the Von Eltia to come get us.
I guess I must have met Ceres at some point, but I don't have any memory of it happening.
But why would that place connect to here?
Well, I mean, this is an Earth Pulse point, isn't it?
Ceres might have willed it to be somehow.
What do you mean?
Velvet is right. I think the Earth in Historia showed us that memory because Ceres wanted us to see it. Or Velvet and Laffy said at least.
I think I understand. And I think I agree.
It may have taken us all the way out here, but at least we have something to show for it. I suppose we can't complain.
Yeah.
This was worthwhile.
All right, let's get to the harbor.
I can think and decide for myself now, but it's kind of nice. I feel alive like this. So rest easy, Mom. I'll be okay.
I heard you guys found Terror Island. Is that true?
Yes, First Mate. It was moving around, just like the legends say. We left a team on the island to track its movements.
Then they'll lead us right to it. Excellent. We'll take the Von Eltia there.
Aren't you rushing things a bit? We don't even know what's on the island. It's too dangerous.
I'm aware of the dangers, but I can't abandon my crew on that island. You can grumble all you want, but I'm going.
Ugh, yeah. I figured there wouldn't be much use in trying to persuade you. What the hell?
Hooey! Now this is mighty rare. Looks like we got ourselves even more guests!
Welcome y'all to Norman Island! Y'all must be right tuckered out from all that traveling. Why don't you take a load off, sit for a spell, and have a snack?
Wait, did you say Norman Island?
You heard right! This island is homeland for all us Norman!
It's good to be back. I haven't been here for at least 1,500 years.
Oh! It's you, Grimoire! How you been? It's good to see you!
And you.
If you guys knew what this place was all along, why didn't you say something sooner?
Well, Eisen just sounded so cool talking about venturing into the unknown and all that, so I didn't want to burst his bubble.
Sometimes it's good to let someone dream, no matter how far-fetched said dream might actually be.
This island is way too good to be true, First Mate.
Everything's so nice and laid back here. I could just relax like this for 1,000 years.
So, when people say this place absorbs power from all existence, this is what they meant?
Well, they're not wrong, I guess.
So, what should we do? Do you really think it's okay to mark this island on the map?
Let's not. I got a feeling this might be one of those places that's best kept a secret.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, so much for Terror Island, I guess.
Our scout ship.
Good luck out there.
Show him how I...
Wow! I ain't seen people in forever! Not since Artorias and his bunch.
You've met Artorias before?
Met him? Boy, I tell you what, I've done way more than that. Once, we all went adventuring with Artorias and the king himself. If you can believe it, we traveled the world, purifying malevolence and spreading the blessings of Malakim.
Wait, the king?
Yes, ma'am. The one and only King Claudin, who ended the era of darkness.
The Hero King? How could someone from the distant past be traveling with Artorias?
Between you and me, little lady, he used an oath to live about another 300 years. Heck, he was even the former head of the Exorcists.
King Claudin was the head of the Exorcists?
He held that post for a real long time, but then he met Artorias, who was an orphan. The king couldn't have been happier. He found an earnest pupil, a perfect candidate for his successor. But then, things took a mighty sad turn for the worse.
What happened?
All the other Norman who traveled with us are on their way to the place where Claudin died. The place known as Loringen. If you want to know more, you ought to ask them.
It's hard to believe that King Claudin, the former head of the Exorcists, and Artorias' teacher were all the same person.
It's not so unbelievable. Melchior was using the same oath. I'd even go a step further and say that Melchior was imitating Claudin to get in his inner circle.
Hold on. You didn't happen to know Claudin, did you?
Afraid not. I never met the man in person. But I knew he had enough quirks to really get the old geezer's goat sometimes. I mean, he gave up wealth and power to protect the world as an exorcist. The man lived for his work in the same way that a fish lives to swim in the sea.
And Artorius is the one who took his place.
For now, let's just focus on getting to Lorngan. Listen, Velvet. If nothing else, I think you should find the truth for your own sake.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I ran into Zavid a little bit ago. He had a kid Moloch along with him. He said he saved the kid from a demon.
Zavid has a soft spot for children.
That's what I heard. It was freezing cold that night, but he gave his coat to the kid to wear. You should have seen it. He was naked from the waist up. But as cold a night as it was, Zavid had this big smile plastered on his face. He laughed and said, "I don't mind the cold. Besides, what's a little cold wind to Zavid the whirlwind?"
I'm getting a bit tired of just lazing about on this island. It's boring here.
How long have you been lazing about?
About 1,000 years, I think.
That is a long time to not do anything.
Then again, it'd be terrible to have a mean old tyrant of a master, like what happened to Bienfu. Oh, can I just make a pact with a nice girl who will pamper me all day? If she was real pretty, I wouldn't even care if she liked making terrible puns.
I think you're setting yourself up for a letdown. You hear? Phoenix found a new purpose, and he's real fired up about it.
Will he be alright? You know how he can get a little too fixated on his ideas.
I just hope he's with someone nice.
Either way, I'm still worried. Phoenix has a habit of letting his excitement get the better of him.
Should we go check in on him? I'm curious about what's going on in the human world, too.
Yeah, good idea. I was getting bored of just sitting around here. Let's go.
Then it's settled. Let's call everyone together and make it a big trip.
Hey, I've got a question. Were you one of the Norman who traveled with Artorias?
Why, sure! Are you a relative of his or something?
Tell me, what happened here?
No can do! That ain't something I can just go blabbing about.
I'm a follower of Melchior's, who in turn stood behind Claudin. Please, we'd like to know.
Well then, this place is where Claudin died. It all happened more than 10 years ago. Claudin had taken an oath never to kill, but he broke it to save the life of Artorias, his most beloved disciple.
Another death on his hands.
Nah, Artorias didn't do nothing wrong. There was no other way Claudin could have saved the boy. Besides, Claudin had nearly stretched that oath to its limits. Claudin believed in the purity of Artorias' spirit. He entrusted his hopes and the very future of the world to his disciple. Sad thing is, Artorias just kept blaming himself for the death of his master.
That sounds like him.
So he tried to do everything he could to live up to Claudin's ideals, with no one else to help. He traveled the world teaching folks about Malachine and them dreadful demons, and how important it is to have a pure heart. But people had lived in peace so long, they didn't care for his stories. And in the end, the four Empyreans drifted into slumber. Once again, Artorias felt he had nobody to blame but himself. So what did he do? He started talking about how if we stuck with him, he'd turn us into demons. So he journeyed to the east, all by his lonesome.
He went east.
Say! How is Artorias doing these days? What's he been up to?
Thanks for sharing your story. I know it must not be the easiest thing to talk about.
Midgand has become a dangerous place. You should go back to Norman Island before you turn into a demon.
So, our young head exorcist, racked with despair and helplessness, gave everything up and headed to the east. So then, to Eastgand, I guess?
Maybe to a ball?
Velvet, why don't we stop in a ball? I feel like we're being called there.
Yeah, I feel it too.
Once I saw this place, it all started to make sense. Artorias must have lived a happy and peaceful life here.
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm a Norman who traveled the continent with Artorias years ago. He's been on my mind quite a lot lately. So I followed a rumor that led me here.
That Princessia. Were you the one who put it out?
Nope, wasn't me. It was already here when I arrived. Do you know the deeper symbolic meaning behind the Princessia flower?
It can mean an irreplaceable treasure, or that you wish them well for years to come.
Then the one who planted it was...
Yep, that's right. The person lying in this grave saved the life of a certain someone who had been worn down and broken by his mission. Thank you. The poor fellow. He was always so serious. So deadly, deadly serious. And he was practically always being strangled by his own conscience. So much so that he deluded himself into believing he needed to erase the emotions of the human race he so dearly loved. Please, if I may, somehow, some way, set the poor guy free.
Oh, I intend to. But my version of setting him free might be a bit different from yours.
Well, I'm still counting on you, Lord of Calamity.
I think I understand Artorias' past now.
Yeah. No matter who you are or how far up the chain you climb, life never entirely goes your way.
You said it. As much as he claims to be a man of reason, he still managed to give in to sentiment enough to plant flowers here.
Not only can he not protect the ones he loves, he can't even permit himself to be free.
Indeed. But I think that's human nature, too.
I suppose. But I'd also say he has an inner strength like no one else. He lost his master and his wife, and yet he overcame those failures to rise again as the shepherd.
I get that. But it doesn't absolve his crimes. I have to settle the score with him.
Yeah. I'll be with you until the very end, Velvet.
Are you sure that's really something you want to say in front of your sister's gravesite?
All the more reason. She should hear this.
Our scout ship...
Good luck out there.
Velvet? Is everything okay?
Don't worry. I'm all right. I was just thinking of something that Celica liked to do whenever we passed a gravestone.
What was it?
I have a secret to tell you, she'd say. Then she'd hand me a flower and add, take it to the grave.
What does that even mean?
That's just a bad pun.
Exactly. Celica loved her puns. Nico's dogs are so cowardly that when a stranger comes by, they don't bark. They hide up on the woof.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Ugh, feel like someone just broke my funny bone.
I always told her to stop with all the bad jokes. I thought they were so lame. But now that she's gone, I miss them. Every day with Celica was bright, filled with joy. I realize that now.
She'd be happy to hear that. You know, it sounds like Celica and Magilu had a lot in common.
If you're trying to say I'm an unrepunitent punster, I'd have to object. But if you're trying to say that I'm witty, charming, and the party mood maker, I'll take it. Hey, Velvet, you can think of me as your new sister. I won't stop you. I'll even let you call me Big Sis.
I'm this close to suing you for defamation of character.
I knew I'd see you in court one day. Judge, objection! This is a witch hunt!
You're incorrigible. Anyway, we don't have time to get all misty-eyed. Let's go.
can do this!
It's the demon-eating demon!
The more it eats, the more ferocious it gets, right? I'd rather not find out. Let's take it down, fast!
They were nothing.
I don't know how, but we managed to beat it.
It devoured other demons purely by instinct. Sounds kind of like me, doesn't it?
You've eaten a few cows, or demons, whatever. When you're hungry, you eat. The only ones who put any moral weight on it are humans. Personally, I wouldn't sweat it too much.
What are you trying to say?
It's fine. I don't really care if I'm seen as a bad guy.
I don't really know how to put it, but I sensed a kind of strength inside that demon. Like a determination to continue living. It was powerful and frightening, but I don't think it was bad.
Figures.
Again, Doctor.
Good day. May I order a bouquet? I need it this weekend.
A bouquet? Is it already that time again? You're heading to a ball again this year?
That's right.
A ball?
Same as always. Nico's favorites?
No, I'd like to order lilacs this year.
Lilacs?
I thought I'd tell her the news when I visited this year.
So, you finally decided to marry?
I have. I could never forget Nico. Not a day goes by where I don't think, if only I'd made up my mind sooner with her, then asked her to move here. She wouldn't have been there on that tragic night. And yet, I have to move on.
I think that's the right decision. We can't give up on our lives over those who have left us. We have to live! I'll make the biggest lilac bouquet you've ever seen. I'm sure Nico will be happy for you. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Why a lilac bouquet?
Lilacs have a special meaning. A treasured memory.
I see. I hope his message reaches her.
Yes, I believe it will.
I'm finally done cleaning up the house.
This house has plenty of room. We could add more to our family and still be fine.
But that means I'd have to work that much harder, too.
It won't be so bad. As long as we work together as a family, it'll be okay.
Yeah, and Zavid will help out too.
Yeah, that's right. We always help each other in times of need, just like the way Zavid does.
Aren't you the bossy one? But I hear you. We'll do it Zavid's way.
Yeah!
I hope Zavid comes over to play soon.
Zavid.
We should ask them how they know him.
Yes, we should. I'll handle it. I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. I'm terribly sorry to intrude, but I was hoping you would tell me how you all know Zavid.
Oh, do you know Zavid too?
Yes, we have a history. I was passing by when I just happened to hear his name, and I thought I'd ask.
Oh, sure. Well, we feel like we owe him a great deal. I guess it all started when he kidnapped us.
Kidnapped you?
Let me explain. My wife and I, we were both chefs, and one day,
Zavid showed up out of the blue and practically hauled us back to his home.
There waiting for us were Theodora and these children.
Theodora?
Yeah, Theodora. You know, his girlfriend.
His girlfriend.
These children had lost their parents, and Zavid and Theodora took them in. Then Zavid rushed us back outside. We were so startled by how sudden it all was. We had no idea what he was going to try to make us do.
But then he asked us if we could cook the children a meal that humans would find delicious. He said that Malakim enjoy eating the same kind of food as humans do, but they lack the skills or know-how to cook it.
At this point, how could we not help? We made them the biggest and best meal we could.
It was huge and delicious. The mabo curry nearly melted my face off.
The pasta margarita was the best. Well, I loved the peach pie.
But yeah, after that, we ended up stopping by the house a lot and started teaching Theodora some recipes.
We lost a child to a demon. Ever since, we'd forgotten we could ever laugh. But Zavid, Theodora, and the children, they gave us a newfound joy in life.
From a kidnapper to a savior, then.
Exactly. Until they came along, we'd never even realized that Malakim have hearts, just like people do.
It's because they do that they fight alongside you exorcists against the demons. I see that now.
Right.
What was Theodora like? I love her. When I was too scared to sleep, she held my hand and let me sleep in her bed. She reminded me of my mom.
But Zavid was always so mean to me. One time, he even hit me upside the head.
You two were always roughhousing, being dumb and breaking stuff and getting hurt.
Hey, you want to fight?
Come on, you two. Calm down.
It sounds like these kids were well loved.
Yeah. But one day, without any warning, Theodora left the house and went missing.
And Zavid went off in search for his love, leaving you two to care for the children.
He asked us to keep the kids safe until he and Theodora returned home.
We just recently moved here, where there's a port, because our old town was too remote.
All right, I think I get it now. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Zavid can be a bit rough and tumble, but he's a good man at heart. If he's in trouble, I hope you'll help him out. If not for him, then for the children.
All right.
Theodora. She must be that white-horned dragon, right?
She must be. I don't see any other reason for Zavid to risk his life protecting a dragon.
To be living with human children who have gone through such trauma, the risk of exposure to malevolence would have been high. And yet she was willing to help them, to take them in. It's no wonder Zavid wants to save her.
But there's no way to turn her back into a Malak, right?
That's correct.
Which is why you feel you have to kill it. I don't disagree with your conclusion.
But
I think you're going about it the wrong way.
how so?
No one would stand by and permit his former love to be killed before his very eyes. Even when said love has been irrevocably changed. If you could empathize with him and talk things out, I think you two can come to terms without having to fight.
For some things, Eleanor, emotion runs too deep for reason to be heard. If he was so easily swayed that words could convince him, he would already have killed that dragon.
But still...
I'm not in the mood to argue. Let's just go.
If only I could learn how to control those flames.
Meow, meow, meow! Your attention, please, for an important announcement. To commemorate all your hard work saving my friends, I'd like to invite you to come to Cat's Corner.
Whoa, Cat's Corner! Awesome!
But we don't have any business there.
Now hold on. Cat's Corner is a sort of phantom place that's never been plotted on any map before.
And we'll have the chance to explore it.
If it's home to a lot of cats, I kind of want to see it for myself.
Denied. It's a waste of our time.
Oh, come on, Velvet. Quit being such a killjoy. Cat's Corner is like an exclusive members-only club. Nobody but nobody would turn down an invitation.
Exactly! You should be grateful for this opportunity.
Just think of it as a new experience. Besides, aren't you even a little bit curious?
I can't believe this. You guys are starting to sound more casual than the cats now.
Well, if you ever feel like visiting Cat's Corner, just say the word, meow.
Wow, so this is Cat's Corner.
I'd never have guessed a place like this existed.
What an adorable little hamlet. You can feel your motivation to get stuff done just floating away.
And look at all the cats!
It's so peaceful here. Kinda makes me want to sit down for a big feast.
Look, over there. Is that the cat's pajamas? I've heard stories.
Oh no! Velvet, don't tell me you're...
Are you allergic to cats?
That's why I didn't want to come here.
Are you gonna be okay, Velvet?
Of course, it's not...
World Catnip Cup Heavyweight title matches tonight, meow! The rules are simple. The contestants knead each other with their paws. The first to make a sound loses or meows out.
So, is there like a countdown or something?
Yup. A purr count starts when one fighter starts purring. Purr for 3 seconds and you're out, meow.
Are there any illegal moves?
Grabbing the back of the neck and nibbling are both forbidden and incur heavy penalties.
It sounds like a lot of fun. I'd love to try it myself.
There's going to be an Anything Goes division in the next Agarte Cup. Any race can participate. Just put on a pair of cat ears and you're in, meow. Achoo!
I've got fervor for adventure. I travel the world to reclaim hidden treasures, Meow. Doesn't that just make you a cat burglar? Big words coming from a pirate, Meow. You guys pilfer and pillage anything you can get your paws on. You prattle on about how romantic your life on the sea is, but you're just a bunch of ruffians. I'm sorry. Good. As long as you know where we stand, Meow. I've got my own ship, and wait till you hear what I named it. It'll make your whiskers spin. I call her Von Meowtia of my youth.
Oh, don't tell me I have the hiccups now.
Different dialects depending on where they were raised, Meow. I'm from a small hamlet in the Nagoya area.
What's unique about your dialect?
Amazing!
Sorry, I have no idea what you just said.
I said, this fried shrimp is amazing! Cool, huh?
Wow. So how do you say brother in your dialect?
Meower.
Sister?
Meower.
Mother?
Meower.
They all sound the same to me. Can cats where you're from tell the difference?
Of course! It's all about the nuance.
I think it's a bit too much to wrap my head around. Oh yeah, what about father?
Father is father.
Huh? That one's normal.
Meow, insulting! No, you know!
I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
That's very kind of you.
But the proper way to apologize in Nagoya dialect is your brain to your forgiveness. Our scout ship has...
Good luck out there.
Show him how I freed's crew can...
Kamawanna's come down with a fever.
What?
I've been tending to her, but it just won't go away. She just keeps mumbling over and over about how she doesn't want to take her mom's medicine.
Kamawanna.
We've heard her talk about her mom's medicine before, haven't we?
I gather that it's something her mom used to make her take whenever she came down with a cold.
It might be something specific. If there's any left, it would be back at her old house in Haria, right?
Probably. I don't know if it'll work now that she's a Therian, but I'll go and try to find it.
You'll do no such thing. I'm sorry, but the Abbey's still looking for you, and there's no way I'm about to hand you over.
Don't try to stop me, Velvet.
Look, we'll go to Haria. You stay here and take care of Kamawanna.
Eleanor.
Velvet, if you try to fight Medusa, it won't end well. And I would back her up, too.
Look, if we have time to argue about this, we have time to go find that medicine ourselves.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Thank you.
Eleanor, why are you going so far out of your way for Kamawanna?
After my mother was taken from me, I found myself an orphan of the Abbey. I grew up figuring that I'd probably become a nun and spend my life in mourning. But on the night of the Advent, my inner resonance awakened. I honestly believed that I had been given the power to change the world for the better, you know? Less sorrow, less suffering. But even after I donned the mantle of the exorcists, I was still pathetic, full of ideals, but so ignorant of the way things really work. That ignorance is what drove me to go after Mahina and take her away from Kamawanna. I can't change the past, but at the very least I can atone. I'd do anything to give her a chance.
All right then. She's in your hands.
We'll be as quick as we can.
What was that I just felt?
Laphicet? Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's just... I don't know how to explain it, but I sensed something, and it wasn't good. It's like something dark dug itself into my chest. Eleanor's the same as always, right, Rokuro? Nothing different?
Yeah, same old fired up Eleanor. At least, that's what she projects.
Hey, Rokuro! I heard about a Class 4 island that sounds damn near perfect for you.
An island that's perfect for me? Do the rivers flow with good drink?
Now that you mention it. But no! Different island. I'm talking about you as a swordsman. The demons there all run around the island in suits of armor and helmets and stuff, I hear.
Armored demons are not unusual.
Yeah, but what I heard tell was that all the exorcists who got sent there came back with their swords broken. I don't know if they've got swords too, or if their armor is just that strong, but I reckon your sword will be able to stand up to them.
Well then, I've heard worse ideas.
If you believe the tales, that island used to be a place where swordsmen and knights competed to see who was stronger.
Oh yeah, I know the island you're talking about. Craftsmen from all over gave their finest weapons and armor to the greatest of warriors and made them fight. It was as much a showcase for those wares as it was a contest of strength.
So the demons on that island might come at us wielding fine arms and armor.
I'm certainly up for checking it out. I'm curious to see how good the stuff really is.
After all I've told you, you still want to go? What is wrong with you?
Hey, if you were thinking of going this way, you should reconsider.
And why's that?
A real nasty demon's taken root up in Haria village. It's a huge troll with a big old club. And this isn't the first village the brood has taken out.
Did you say a troll? You didn't happen to hear if the troll was wearing a large jewel, did you?
Yeah, I hear the greedy beast's been going around stealing all sorts of treasure.
It's a demon.
Eleanor, you've gone pale. What's wrong?
I'm fine. It's nothing.
If you say so.
Hey, Laphicet's your partner. You realize that he can probably sense your worries? I don't care if you keep secrets from the rest of us, but you should at least be straight with him.
You're right, Rokuro. I should. I'm sorry, Laphicet.
That's okay. I don't know how much help I could be anyway.
Well, having someone listen would be help plenty. I think the demon that Bloodwing mentioned could be one that attacked my village.
Is that when you got your scar?
It was when a group of giant trolls descended on our home. They were after a jewel housed in our shrine. A jewel called Eleanor.
Same name as you.
It means light. The jewel shone brilliantly, even when in total darkness. It gave its blessings upon our village, and in turn, we safeguarded it for generations. During the attack, my mother and I fled with the jewel to keep it from falling into the demon's hands. But we didn't get far. I got hurt, and my mother... She used the jewel to draw their attention away from me. She died, protecting me.
I see. So if the demon possesses this Eleanor jewel, you'll know it attacked your village.
And that it's responsible for your mother's death.
Exactly.
If you want vengeance, I've got your back. It sounds like this one will put up a fight. But you know Velvet. She doesn't like us calling the shots.
Knock yourselves out. If there's one thing I can connect with, it's wanting revenge.
Just so we're clear, this thing isn't the reason I joined the Exorcists.
This thing? You talk of avenging your family, and it's just this thing?
My mother said, "Stay strong and keep living." As she lay dying, she begged me to survive. And I want to be that person. I want to be strong. Right now, my first priority is to find Kamoana's medicine. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, whatever. It's none of my business. But I better not hear you complaining if I end up devouring that demon first. Got it?
I have to be strong. I have to be strong. For Kamoana and my mother.
Did that weird feeling just come back?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any of those demons we heard about.
Let's look for the medicine while we can.
Hey, this is what we're looking for?
I think so.
Hey, there's a note attached to it too.
A note? Is it instructions on how to prepare the medicine?
No, it's more like directions on how to administer it. This medicine is extremely bitter. Kamoana hates taking it. If she develops a fever while I'm away, you need to do specific things to get her to take it. There are 3 ways...
Look, it's wearing a jewel.
That's it. That's Eleanor.
Then this must be what killed Eleanor's... Oh! Eleanor! Go give her some help!
You killed my mother! I hate you! I hate you!
Eleanor!
Here it comes!
Seize upon my fiery mirrors! Pirate's back! Double kill!
I don't know how to feel. I wanted this so badly. Vengeance. Closure.
It makes sense. This is what's been driving you.
I suppose you're right. But if this is truly a part of me, I can't help but empathize with Kamoana. If she ever found out the truth of what I did to her mother, I know exactly how she'd feel. She'd want to kill me.
I don't know about...
It's only natural. You said so yourself. I can't stand it. It's eating me up inside. I keep telling myself I did it for her own sake, but I've just been lying. I'm horrible. If Kamoana ever attacked me, maybe I'd end up killing her too, just to save my own worthless skin.
That's not who you are.
It is exactly who I am! And besides... Kamoana's only alive because she ate her own mother! I have a hard time believing that any salvation awaits someone like her.
Ah, of course. I get it now.
You've been carrying this pain for a long time.
My mother told me to stay strong and keep living. I'm only here right now because she sacrificed her life. And yet, I'm selfish, pathetic. I'm so sorry, Kamoana! Mother!
This is bad. She's exuding malevolence.
No! Don't try to carry the burden all by yourself! Ah!
If we don't do something, Laphicet's going to lose his vessel.
It's fine. Let her spill it all out.
Imbecile! Without a vessel, he'll turn into a dragon! All hell will break loose!
Method 1. Wrap the medicine in sweet starch paper. This only works about half the time. Usually she just eats the paper and spits the medicine back at you. Method 2. Mix it in with your meals without telling her. It tends to make the food bitter. I think she's catching on. It's gotten harder to trick her and she may refuse to eat. Method 3. Pinch her nose and force her to swallow it. But be very careful. She will struggle and try to bite. You don't want to lose a finger.
Is this really the time?
Is that note you found?
Yes. It's the one Mahina left with her daughter's medicine. Her duties must have often taken her away. Someone else had to watch Kamoana.
Her fevers are caused by mental distress, but for some reason she believes that these bitter berries are medicine. If she takes one, her mind will stop racing and she will calm down. I realize that this is an awful lot to ask, but please, I love her very much. Please make sure that she takes her medicine, no matter what you have to do. She can be awfully stubborn, but deep down, she's just a kind-hearted girl who's very, very lonely. Please, please do what you can for her. I can't thank you enough for your help.
I didn't realize that her mother was... so...
Yeah, it looks like her mom had a bit of a forceful streak with her, doesn't it?
Nobody's a saint in this world, not even our own mothers. If they need to, they'll lie and use force. You do absolutely whatever it takes to protect your child.
The resolve to protect your child.
Well, Eleanor, have you calmed down now?
Yes. I apologize for my behavior.
So, what are you going to do, now that you've been asked by both Medissa and Kamoana's mom?
I guess... No. I'll make sure she takes the medicine. I swear, she will get better.
Do whatever you feel you need to.
All right, get a move on, guys. Let's hurry back to Kamoana.
Fee, are you holding up okay under the malevolence?
I'm fine. It's Eleanor I'm worried about.
She'll manage.
That woman takes no half measures. Not with life, not with malevolence, and not with fighting to overcome it. She will get through this. That's just who she is.
Yeah, you're right.
Show him how I freed
Bad news, guys!
What? Are you molting?
This is serious! Kamawana's gone delirious from her fever. She turned into a Therian and went crazy!
Where's Medusa?
She used herself as bait to lure Kamawana away and keep anyone here from getting hurt. They look like they were headed for Mount Killerhouse, but I'm not sure how long Medusa will be able to hold out.
We need to go after them!
Are you all right with me taking the lead?
Yes. Go ahead.
If you repent your sins in a sanctuary, the Empyreans are supposed to forgive you or something, right? If I say something here, I wonder if Inominat will hear me.
I don't think it works like that. Besides, I doubt this sanctuary was built on an Earth Pulse point.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Was there something you wanted to say to him?
Yeah. I wanted to thank him for the comb, and also tell him what I'll be doing next.
If I had to guess, I'd say that everything you want to say has already made it over to Laffy.
Why do you think that?
Because I got it loud and clear myself.
Fee.
Malakim turned people's prayers into blessings. What you pray here and now may or may not reach Inominat. But it will give Laphicet strength.
Alright. Then I'll pray for just one thing. Please. Take care of...
Kamawana, honey. You're hungry, right? It's okay. You can eat me if you need to, if it means you'll go back to your sweet, normal self.
Stop! Kamawana, I've got your mom's medicine right here.
You're lying!
It's true. Your mom heard you had a fever, so she sent us this medicine to give to you.
No! I hate it! It tastes so bitter!
It's okay. It's not bitter. Your mom figured out a way to make it sweet, just for you.
I don't believe you! You're lying! Lying!
It's true. Here, see?
It's still bitter. You lied to me.
I know. I'm really sorry, Kamawana, but I had to.
Kamawana's fever has finally broken. She seems to be sleeping soundly.
Well, that's one crisis averted.
Eleanor, I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you.
I was just following your example.
You're really prepared to pull out all the stops for her, aren't you?
I am. I don't know how this will all end up, but it just feels like the right way. I may be weak, but as long as I can stay true to myself and live life as fully as I can, I figure my mom will maybe understand.
You already seem pretty strong to me, Eleanor.
Seriously? What could ever make you think that?
It's the parts you don't think about that are the strongest.
That doesn't even make sense.
A mother's not ever going to be that hard on her child, no matter how they turn out. Mothers just want their children to be well and to live a happy life. I'm sure that's what yours meant for you.
You think?
Sounds right to me.
If you ever become a mom yourself, you'll understand.
I can't say I plan on it right now, but duly noted.
Eleanor! What's wrong? Why is your face all red?
Is it? It's just, you see...
We're just having a little girl talk amongst ourselves. You're free to join if you like, though.
What? No thanks. Sorry to interrupt.
Maybe I shouldn't have teased him so much there.
I may not be a mother, but I think I do understand. When I'm around Laphicet and Kamawana, strong or weak, level-headed or a little lost, it doesn't matter. All kids deserve to have a good life.
Grimoire, could we talk?
You sound so serious, like it's the eve of the final battle.
Well, isn't it? Can't you let yourself get caught up in the moment for a change?
Getting caught up in the moment is for young, foolhardy lovers. So, what is it you want to talk about?
I just figured I should drop by since, well, like I said, the final battle with Innominat is coming up and all.
Ugh, you're talking like you're saying your last goodbyes.
It's just that we're up against a lot. Even Miss Mogulu doesn't know what the future holds for us, and she almost always has that stuff figured out.
Whether she has it figured out or not, it is our lot in life to follow our vessels and fight to the very end.
That's what I've always thought, so I just dealt with Miss Mogulu's craziness up till now. But she's never thanked me for it. No, good job, Bienfu. Now No, I'm glad I'm your vessel. Not even something like, I'll introduce you to a cute girl when it's all over. It'd be nice to hear a little gratitude from her, even just once.
Surely you know she's not the type to do that sort of thing, though, yes?
That's all the more reason to want just one brief glimpse at who she is underneath.
If you're so unhappy, it's not too late to switch back to the Abbey's side and become an informant again.
What's the point in that? I don't know anything they'd want, and they wouldn't have any use for me there.
So you lack confidence in your own abilities.
Miss Moggy Lewis let me come with her wherever she went, and her talents have gotten us this far. But now that we have to fight Innominat, I'm worried. I don't know what use I can be for her, or if I can keep her safe.
But you'll still go, won't you?
Yeah, of course! Or else my name isn't Norman Brave!
See, you can do this. You've been keeping Moggy Lou safe this whole time. With all the emotional pain she's been through, she's needed someone as thick-skinned and tenacious as you. She may talk like she doesn't care, but she wouldn't have tracked you down and renewed your pact if she didn't.
When you put it like that, bien! All right, you've convinced me!
That's right. You just trust in old Norman Therapist's good advice. It won't steer you wrong.
Wow! I'd have never expected you to actually make a joke like that, Grimoire!
I just thought I'd get caught up in the moment like you wanted. Ah.
Kamoana, has your fever finally gone down?
It has, and it's all thanks to you.
But now there's something extremely important that she must ask of you. Would you hear her out?
You sound really serious. What is it?
I want you to open my treasure chest with me.
A treasure chest? What's inside?
Well...
Treasure, of course. So it's a secret.
But it's a really, really, really important treasure.
How important are we talking here? Would you risk your own life for it?
I totally would. It's at least that important. Maybe more.
Well, if it's that important, then I guess we'll have to help you.
Yay! Thank you.
Where's the treasure chest then?
On some ice. Floating out in the sea.
Next time, you should probably leave it somewhere a little safer, Kamoana.
Oh, and you can't open it without the key.
This is getting more complicated by the second.
Well, if you leave a treasure chest unlocked, you're just asking for trouble.
Okay. You've got me there.
Do you remember where the key is?
It's in Dial's pocket. I slipped it in while he was sleeping.
Yeah, I don't like where this is going.
What else was I supposed to do? It's a secret key.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's go hunt down Dial. Good luck.
Why the hell did I have to be an old lizard? Why couldn't I be a salamander? Then at least I could breathe fire to warm myself up.
Don't move, Dial. We're going to search you now.
What? Why? I haven't done anything wrong. Today.
No key.
Figures. He must have dropped it somewhere.
What are you all talking about?
Kamoana says she hid the key to her treasure chest in your pocket.
Seriously? Why me?
I just figured that if anybody tried to steal it, you'd, bite them and stuff to protect it.
I'm sorry I didn't live up to your expectations.
Any idea where you might have dropped it?
That's hard to say. Wait, it might have been when I was drying my shirt back in the inn. I think I heard a clink of some sort there.
Wait, when it was drying? Don't you know to check your pockets before you do the wash?
Come on, I'm a bachelor. You're expecting way too much from me.
Well, I guess we should check the inn next.
There it is! This must be the key!
Yay! You found it! I knew you could do it, Eleanor.
You said the chest was floating on an iceberg, right? I'd say that's our next stop.
You hold on to the key, Kamoana. Just make sure you don't drop it, okay?
Okay. It opened!
Good job, Kamoana!
Alright, so, what's inside?
Don't you remember? It's supposed to be a secret.
It's one of my mom's recipes. She wrote it down for me so that I could fix it myself when I got older.
That sounds like something really precious. Are you sure you want to share it with us?
Uh-huh. It's supposed to be a secret between me and my mom, but you all saved me when I needed you, and I really want to thank you, so it's okay. Thanks, everyone.
You're welcome, Kamoana.
It's a recipe for mabo curry that my mom came up with just for me. It's the best in the whole wide world!
It looks delicious!
You better have some too, Velvet. You go out there and win! Medissa and me will be cheering you on!
Yeah, I won't back down. I promise.